My name is Dick Wybom. I'm just turned 90, and I'm a Rockford resident. Been in here all my life, except the time I was in college, and then also was in the service. And my wife has been gone now for 3 months. She had Alzheimer's, which is a difficult disease, but she had excellent care. And I think most of the people that were with us here at Comfort Keepers were the ones that really made it easy for me, because she died in this front room, and we had to take her home from the Comfort Keepers. They fixed us up with a nursing home, and that went pretty good, but they didn't want her to pass away there, so they took her home.
Right. And what was her name?
Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
And she was 58, and she died on her birthday. And we had a birthday cake for her. One of the things that I really appreciated was we knew she was going to pass away, and there were a lot of things that had to be accounted for at the last minute. So there was on the refrigerator a list of numbers that had to be called right after she passed away. So one of the girls immediately got up and ran to the refrigerator and made all those calls for her. And before long, people were coming through the door and said, "Hey, she called us," and so forth. And they were people that, we had with the nursing home, and also from Olson's mortuary had sent people up here. He did something that you wouldn't believe. One of the things, when she was really sick the last week, she wanted her fingernails painted. And one of the girls went and got fingernail polish and painted her fingernails, and that was about the first day that she came in here from the nursing home. And she didn't speak anymore because she couldn't get the words out, but she smiled and that sort of thing, but she pointed to the fingers, so they got the polish for the fingernails, and I see her looking at me, smiling. We had Comfort Keepers, I say, over a year. She wasn't this bad, but she did have to have somebody here. I'm not a woman, I can't fix hair. But she wanted her hair fixed, and she didn't want to have to go to the beauty parlor. She'd have the girls fix her hair, and then she went once a week to the beauty parlor. And that was a weekly chore for me, to get her there and get her home. But she wouldn't go more than a week without getting her hair fixed. I think the main thing was she got along real well with everybody. There was no hard feelings about anything. If she didn't like something, she told them, someone had put it back and then take out something that they would like. Well, I'd say most of the girls here were more like a daughter than they were a nurse, or what do you want to call them. And we had no problems whatsoever, and they went out of their way to make her comfortable. I'll tell you the truth, I felt they were part of our family, really, more than anybody else, because there was many times that we didn't ask them to do this or do that. They would go down and we'd hear the wash machine running, and they'd take the clothes down and wash them because they needed to be washed,
Sure.
And they would take out something outside our ironing boards on the porch, and if it's not too cold, they go out there. But the cold weather that we had, they take the ironing board in the house and set it up, they iron and do the ironing for her, and put the ironing board back. And I didn't have to ask them to do that; they just did that.
Thank you.
I think it takes a certain type of girl to do that work. They didn't sleep at night, maybe they catnapped, but they were awake, and they would check her out to see if she was responding properly, and then they would go back and maybe read a book or something, but they didn't go to bed like some girls do. They came in to be 24 hours, and you don't even see them till morning, and you don't know what went on at night.
Oh, yeah.
When she got through this door, the first thing she did was clap her hands. She couldn't say anything,
But she was happy to be home.
clapping her hands and smiling. And I said, "You really want to happy to be home?" Yeah. And she just let me know. Yeah, she's happy to be home.